reducing terror. They always on the high terror here. Witness the culmination of their efforts. The phlegmatic researcher smiles uneasily. He is delighted and unsettled by the exuberance of the celebrations. Level up. The reach contains certain growth, encouraging airs, which I acquired. Captains call the peacock wind. I call it the breath of God. The phlegmatic researcher strikes the table with his cane. And this is what we've accomplished. A fertilizer so potent, it grows whatever you seed into it. It costs a fortune to make, but it's still a tremendous step forward. He glances warily at the singing scout, whose voice is growing hoarse. I don't know what's gotten into them, although I suppose it is a remarkable discovery. Another one? Is it infinite? Are we progressing to somewhere? Oh, there are 4 experiments now. A pen of a scribe spinster. They have a pen. Ligaments of a guest. Who's guest? Oh. Wait. No. Who the fuck is guest? I remember defeating somebody called guest. Whatever. Traitor's Wood, Mandrake, Old Tom's Well, Ice. Alright. If we determine how they are able to write without refills of ink, then we may be able to reproduce the effects, or else learn something about the nature of celestial note-keeping. Ligaments of guests. The biological infestation, known commonly as guests, are in fact multiple organisms. So I think it's that pus. That fat pus with the with these fishes that grew together. They are bound together by something akin to a shared ligament. What is this alien biology? Yeah, I guess. There are reports of a curious warbling, if not shrinking from the wood. It reminds one of the classical mandrake. Do I need to do expedition for it? It would be a fine thing to study this, to learn more of the defenses of this marvelous creature and where it learned its song. Tom's Well, a most curious phenomenon, the shelves of black ice. But from whence does it come? What coal has the ice to freeze in a place otherwise so warm. Alright. Selling glass. I don't know. I'm low on money. By 2. It's like doing it on purpose. Yeah, level up. One sec. We do need hearts for... Actually, since nothing really happens when I'm low on crew, maybe we don't need hearts that much. Just I've been very worrying about what's going to happen when I have below 9, but I just move slower. That's it. I can live with that. So let's go for bales, the bell toes. You have foreseen your own death. It did not please you. Was it opened by something? Maybe nightmares? Perhaps you saw it in a dream, perhaps a medium read it on your palm or in your tea leaves. When death comes, where will he find you? In bed, in the cold skies. In insipid death. Death for bankers and laborers, not for one who rode the winds. You defy it. In the cold skies, the early death and the cruel one. Sometimes you dream of hoarfrost gathering in your lungs. It is not the death you choose. You will elude it. In skies, it's funny how I am choosing what clairvoyant saw. I'm still pretty much very vulnerable. I just escaped barely from that huge bat. Oh, fucking hell. We're not dealing with that. Let's donate some sky stories. I have too much. I could use money. More seeds. Nope. Oh, bees! Fucking stop! Ugh. There's not much work for assaying device here. There's more mining. I need to remember where the place was for graves. Was it well? This is for ours. This is for butchering. This is for wood, I think. Yeah, not sure. Maybe he talked to me because I used more solace chambers as the first captain. Oh, okay. Fuck. Guess I need to sell something first to get supplies. Yeah. Literature for Trader's Wood. Oh, I forgot about my extra hold strat. Fuck. Could have used that. Oh, if you fuck. If you decline eating, you gain terror. Great. The homesteaders insist on showing you their meat larder to prove that you would not be imposing. It is crammed full, a surprise given that their livestock consists of a single mangy goat. When, despite this, you live without pausing for refreshments, their smiles turn into grimaces. Are they eating people? That's what you learn if you decline to eat with them. Somebody fucked up. Okay, actually I want to start log for enemies. Just remember their loot, nothing more. Star-minded explorer. Oh, you gain. I think you gain terror if you find somebody. But if you decline, there was something else. Money? 5 terror. The crewman is grateful. He works with a feverish intensity. Yeah, okay. Oh, fuck. Now our engine works fine. More literature. Now for circus. I have 6 bronzewood now. I could try exploring with the Batman. Thing is, I'm going to Trader's Wood, and that's where you can get more bronzewood. This is like a great place for bronzewood gathering. Or we could go to Circus and then to Faithful, but yeah, I guess let's do that. This I will hoard for later, we might need it. Oops. I guess I was just going to have a drill on board. One guy again. Don't want to lose crew by chance. So nice. They still sell good quality souls. Six fuel. A bit risky. Gossip again. Like around 20 sovereigns. The other option. Better be something good. 6 bronze wood are very costly. Like 1000 sovereigns practically. This fucker. Any specimen. Two of those guys? Maybe they are guests? I think they are guests. That's been this guy. So let's swap them because Marauder is a bit lower grade. I think will make more sense. Maybe we could quickly sneak. They still saw me, fuck. I need 6 crew. Alright. Here you go. The Chiropteran Terrius Hoarder seems genuinely overjoyed to be here. There is much to be done. Time to make a smokehouse. The Hoarder hurries a handful of your crew across the monstrous carcass. Its instructions giving rhythm to their labor. They build in concert with its directives. Sawing bronzewood, scaffolding the walls. An unlucky number of is ordered into the sigil rotted cavities of the messenger corpse. Oh, that's the messenger? Huh. So we like had a glimpse in the past at circus where there was a crab called Messenger. So it might be him here? Or his brethren? So it's a crab, not a turtle, I'm guessing. The grand bubonic as a citrus fruit left to swell without light, golden blue when lamplit. If you have eyes, you will not miss it. Growls the hoarder, half return. Bed ragged and sleek, with the sweat and mucus, they report that they found the gland the Chiropteris hoarder sought. Unfortunately, it was nothing but a worm-eaten clot of ossified tissue that they brought home. Almost worthless, rasps the hoarder softly. Great. The gland your crew found was dried up and almost worthless, but the curator does not seem without hope. Speak to it aboard your engine. Best time for conversations. Ask the hoarder about the other glands. The Faith's fall couldn't have been its only chance. The universe is too massive for such small despairs to be true. Gland rods, another should be found. The Chiropteris hoarder has gouged its frustration onto the walls. The marks are an inch deep at least. At your question, it glares and claws a fresh shape into an unmarked section of its quarters. Another messenger corpse. Its necrosis somehow captured in a few immaculate scratches. This house was of rods and chains, it growls. If we went there, I'm sure we'll find another gland. If not, I will dig through the necrotizing flesh until agony causes it to fruit another, just to make me stop. You'll need unlicensed chart or 2 visions of heavens. Wow. Unlicensed chart equals of 2 visions of heavens? Wants to travel to the House of Rods and Chains in Eleutheria. You will need an unlicensed chart. Okay. Well... that was a waste. Now... we still have enough crew to operate the engine. We need to kill at least one guest. That would be really nice. Should stuck. That was a lucky shot. Alright, we got him. The guest. So repair hull, lose terror, and something else. The phlegmatic researcher in the LNC Nature Reserve does not know what he wants, has requested of you, but you will see it done. Okay. In the ruins of the locomotive, crippled by the shrapnel that was once the hull, you found two of the guests in weakened state. With the well-whetted saw, you sliced them apart before returning to your locomotive with your bounty. Fuck, 2 fuel. I really need to go back. Just going to quickly hop to Hebrus and then out. Can I forage for fuel? A shore live in the fungal meadow. The crew requests a little air an hour. They follow blah blah blah. Okay, Bronzewood 50% chance, mushrooms 75. One bronzewood. A successful outing. Most of the bronzewood splinters are rotten and unusable, and the tree is too sturdy to topple without more equipment. Fortunately, searching uncovers a piece that is polished and pristine. The crew carries it back to the engine, leaving the scraps behind. Search for the very large fungus. 100% chance of success. You and Prinkity Factor hunt for several hours through the fungal forests, calling to each other in the marshy fog. The Pernickety Factor eventually retires to the Brandon for restorative. Who's Brandon? Leaving you to press on. You are just emerging from a promising bog when you spy a cloud of violet spores. It does not take long to locate the source, a wobbling tower of dripping purple mushroom. Approach the fungus tower. It looms unhappily above you. In a certain light, it looks as though several smaller purple caps have fused together, like a circle of dancers covered in aspic. You strike a match before the membrane of the mushroom cap. The air smells like burning oil. Shreds of tendrils smolder and breathe as the veil of the mushroom tower parts, unleashing spores that float lazily toward you. One changes course in the air to ensure it does not miss you. Let the spores land on the golden fungus? What? What is golden fungus? You draw out the oily caps of gold mushrooms. Spores alight on it. For one brief moment, the gold is speckled with the pinpoints of violet. Then the fungus in your hands erupts in frenzy of tendrils, which extrude towards the fungal tower and take root. Within a few minutes, the tower is entirely golden, the violet fungus having ceded to the aggressor. Beneath the newly golden skin, you can make out human shapes huddled together. The colonists have been thoroughly colonized. The colonists' houses are dark and okay, that's just description of keepers. Report your findings to the Pernickety Factor. Conceal the truth. But rather she didn't know the fate of the colonists. No. Let's report. Pernickety Factor looks up from her tea when you return to the Brandon. The Brandon place? Didn't help to steep long enough, she sighs. Back to it? Her eyes widen when you explain that there is no need. She sits in silence for a long while when you finish. At what price, youth? Can't help but wonder if we're... She shakes her head. London looks after its servants. Should you need assistance in the future, I'll put in a word. She intends to remain on Hebrus for a little longer yet, and will not be departing with you. So... the fucking 80-year-olds senior people, I guess, been infected by spores and all went into a big mushroom. That's what happened. Okay, got cryptic benefactor. Somebody still sells stuff here. Guess Port Avon is closer. I could try going there. Unsettled dreams. I don't want to trade anything here. I don't know. On the other hand, I almost certainly going to fail hearts skill check, so might as well gain something, I guess. Are they fighting? Oh wait, it's faculty, it's not guests. Shit. Who's this time? A commotion in the cabins. The stalker has discovered a creature wrapped affectionately around his Toby jug, a gift from his aunt. The creature is as long as your arm and looks like a leech bred with an eel. It is one of the guests. Ooh. The guests are drawn to glimmers as sentiment in the broad, hard skies. One attracts others until they will feel a locomotive like the meat feels a sausage. Okay? By the time they move on, you will have all been mashed to paste. There's a percent chance. Conduct a thorough research. If there's one, there may already be more. No one knows how the guests communicate with each other across such vast distances, but somehow word gets out. Fail. You can never be sure. Your crew are thorough, even stripping panels from the walls to check the cavities behind. They locate and expel nearly half a dozen of the glistening, coiling creatures. Was that all of them? There's no way to be sure. Oh, fuck. My ship is infected. Great. You have guests aboard. Some guests have arrived. The quality has gone. Well, at least skill check for mirrors, which I can deal with. I really don't have enough fuel to fight them. Like, I won't be getting any fuel from them, so I should just go. I guess it was because of a contact with them when I acquired some samples for the scientists. Now we have aliens. I wonder how that's going to progress. That searing enigma, an incalculably precious discovery. Don't look at it directly unless you want to scald your blood. Crimson Promise. What is a life worth this? Acquire these from the heart catchers or occasionally from blind hermits. What is that? Tea connoisseur, a little bit. Oh, that's where a reputation for East Enders. Strength of the Sun, 29. Interesting. I guess because we crashed the stovepipes. Didn't know it influenced so much. I should reduce terror. Yeah. Okay, last barrel. Let's make a break in the recording. 1 sec.